Hello, today we're going to talk about using a shortstop device on your WarmlyYours TempZone Twin product. When you get the shortstop, it will come with the instructions. On the instructions, there are a few simple things to do to get your system working and the test done correctly. The first thing you need to do is you need to find what roll you have in your floor. You'll need to refer to your original order or your installation plan for that. You'll also need to set the velocity of propagation on this unit, which is the VOP, and then you'll need to find the distance from the beginning of the cable all the way down into the mat or the roll or the cable itself. So the first thing you have to do is you have to find out what roll you have. Well, this wire here is black and red with a ground. That tells you it's 240. If this were 120, it would be yellow, black, and ground. So table 1 is a 120 volt table, so we get rid of that. We don't need it. So all of our information is going to be here on the 240 table. On this table, you need to find out what size roll you have. You also need to find out what the VOP is for the particular roll, and then it will tell you how many feet are in that roll, including the cold lead. So let's pretend that we have a very long roll, and that is a 76-foot roll. So we need to look over here and find the VOP. That is 62. So we need to set the VOP on this unit to 62. To do that, you need to press and hold one of the small buttons down while you press the large button and hold it down. When you do that, you will see a number flash up on the screen and you'll see 65. We need to use the down button to set that to 62. Once we get it to 62, we turn it off. At that point, our VOP is set. We know what size roll we have and we know what the VOP is. So at this point, we take the red and the black, or if this were 120, the yellow and black wire, we twist them together and we put the red connector on the alligator clip on the twisted pair, and then we take the black wire alligator clip and attach it to the ground. At that point, you then hit the large red button or the large button in the center and you get 177. That 177 is the number of feet down the cable that you have the issue. Well, what you do then is you take 177, put it in here, and then you subtract the amount of cold lead that you cut off when you installed it. The cold lead comes from the factory with 15 feet of cold lead attached to the mat or the roll or the cable. What you do is if you've taken 10 feet of that off, you need to take 10 foot off of this number, and once you do that, you will come up with the final number. That will tell you how many feet down the problem is in your cable. If you're using the mat, you would take this number and you would then follow the directions over here. You would divide that by 6, and that will tell you how many feet of mesh you have the issue with.